Hello everyone, this is Spandan Barve on behalf of Radio. Radio lets you create trustless, permissionless, managed funds on chain. This is our submission for ETHOxford 2025, and this is our demo video. So this is our platform, and I'll quickly log myself in. It's asking me to sign a message. And we are in. So this is what the actual application looks like. We have a bridge. This just leads you to Stargate, so you can simply bridge your assets to USDC on Flare. And we also have our own faucet because the bridging would actually happen on the mainnet. Since this is a testnet version, we are giving out free test USDC so you just put in your address and claim these. I already have a bunch for demonstration purposes. So in order to create funds on a platform, you actually have to register as a manager, and this in settings is where you would do that. But for my situation, I have already done that, so we can actually go ahead and create our own fund. So this is what the create fund page looks like. I can create a fund. So for example, I'll say ETHOxford Insiders Fund. Yes guys, insider trading is very bad, please don't indulge in such things. Fund type, I'll just enter some description. We are all insiders and we will wreck the market. So you have a minimum investment and a maximum investment. This exists to ensure that whenever some USDC is put into the fund, we actually have enough USDC to make a profit if we pay for the fees out of all the transactions, and we actually are able to distribute this USDC among all the assets. So let's say I want so that a user has to at least put in 10 USDC and at most can put in 1200 USDC. This is just an example, and these are all the assets that we support right now. We are actually integrated with SparkDex. SparkDex is a DEX on Flare which actually works on perpetual contracts. So SparkDex under the hood uses FTSO and creates perpetual contracts for major crypto assets, and they are soon integrating with the forex and commodities as well. So integrating with SparkDex gives us an edge, allowing us to directly integrate with whatever comes onto their platform instantly. So for now, let's just add 50% Bitcoin and 50% Dogecoin. So I had to sign a message to ensure that it was me. And another thing on our platform is that every single action that you perform is a meta transaction. You don't need to have gas on Flare to do any transaction. The server relays all the transactions for you. So the bridge that I showed you was using Stargate to just give you USDC, because that's all you will ever need to interact with our platform. So for a demonstration, I'll quickly just buy this fund. I'll put in 100 USDC, and again it's asking me to sign these transactions. So that was me approving the radio orchestrator. Radio orchestrator is the contract which is responsible for all transactions. So you only have to approve the contract once, and it will conduct the transactions on behalf of every other fund. So this is a signature request for buying the fund, and so there we go guys. There is a fund EOIF, and we can actually trade it back for the USDC. So there we go guys, there's the fund that we just bought, and the price determination for this is actually quite interesting. So I'll show that to you guys. This is how we're actually determining the price. That's where the FTSO comes in. So what the radio fund contract does is it asks for the prices and it calculates the total liquidity, and by liquidity I don't mean USDC but the amount of value that is logged in all these assets for that fund, and we calculate proportionately in terms of how much USDC we received, that how many more tokens we are to mint to this user. So that makes sure that a user selling is not correlated to the price, because this is these tokens cannot exist on a bonding curve, right? These have to follow the underlying assets, and this ensures that we are able to achieve that. And also we ended up creating our own relayer. So this is what we are using for all the meta transactions that are happening on chain, and this helps us to to collect all the events that are emitted in one place. There's also one thing that is possible, but the UI for that has not yet been developed. That a SparkDex actually supports leverage. So when investing into a fund, a user can choose to have more exposure to the fund by getting himself a leverage. So I'll show this to you guys on SparkDex. There it is, guys. You can actually take as much leverage as you want, all the way up to 100x. So there's that. This is actually integrated into the smart contracts, but we cannot, but we were not able to develop the UI for that. And for all intents and purposes of this particular hackathon, we actually created a mock version of of SparkDex, because of course SparkDex does not exist on the cost on testnet. So you actually, if you try the application out, you'll actually be interacting with a dummy contract. There are a lot more things that we actually have planned for radio, and again, we were not really able to pull everything off within this short span of a hackathon. Just to name a few things, adding the support for leverage, and on top of that adding FDC to ensure that you can also buy tokens that are not provided from FTSO. So basically just random meme coins, right? Everyone loves meme coins, and you would want funds that can also buy meme coins on different chains. So FDC could help us in achieving that. But all of that again was not really possible in the 2 days span of this hackathon. And that's all we had to share with you guys in terms of radio. So that was radio, and thank you everyone for your time.